Hello, this is the RPG Crawler, and welcome back to Might and Magic 3. And this is going to be interesting, because I just finished recording 3 episodes, only to find out that the crash I had with my computer earlier basically changed my microphone source, so I'm adding this after the fact for the next 3 episodes. I apologize. I'm also picking up after a stressful week. Some of you may be aware that as of right now I'm dealing with some family health issues. So fortunately it took me a bit of a time to figure out where I was going. I think I was going back to Marshtown, to Swamptown, because actually not Swamptown yet. This is going back to Wildebar, because Wildebar, there is a dungeon near there that I think I can clear. So we're gonna go look for Arachnoid dungeon, but there's a lot of other stuff that I have to do in order to get this game back on track. So unfortunately, this is going to be me watching this playthrough and commenting on it. Back in Wildebar, just cruising through to see if I can find a trainer, only to realize that I probably started with one relatively close. I also have to find food, because I think I only have like 2 days of food at this point. Yeah, food it is. And ready to go. So off into the area near Wildebar. Yeah, there's a dungeon right there that I can see on the map. Except at the time I didn't see it, so you get to watch me kind of cruise back and forth and figure out where I need to go. It's just there to the upper left. And right by this pass. There we go. Into the Arachnoid Cavern, which is going to be full of bugs. I would be surprised if it wasn't full of bugs. And the only thing about Arachnoid Cavern is that it's deceptively easy. Like, bam, and they go down in a single hit. Not a problem. Killing spiders in a single hit, I can do that. I actually probably should have come here before Cyclops Cavern. But, that's how it is. A lot of stuff you can bash and get into it. I think I'm going to leave the bashing for later, though. Wander around and get everything else on the map for now. Or as much as I can on the map. We got spiders, and we got whatever those are. Beetles, I believe. I forget what kind of beetles, but we'll see in a moment as soon as I get to actually engage one. I'm betting these guys are full of poison, but I don't want to get them into melee, so hey, there's that. Finding nothing on the skeletons, which you have to search every skeleton. Even though nothing is on 90% of these things, you still have to search every one, because and immediately get tagged out on the spells because I entered close to dawn. At least they're dropping a lot of gold. That much is good. Like 200 gold apiece? Not bad. But yeah, you can find really nice stuff on these skeletons. Mostly spells, I believe. But it's very rare, but you still have to check every single one. See if we can't kill more of these beetles before they get me. I actually don't know if the beetles can poison. I don't think I engaged more than 1 or 2 in melee. So we shall see. More skeletons to search. Once more, I'm just going to have to lawnmower back and forth, get everything on the map. There's going to be a lot of that going on in this game. What was that? That is a gong. Bong the gong. Yes. I bonged it for... There was a beetle on that. I believe that might summon some creatures, but I don't see any. Okay. Alright, I can't remember. I have, of course... I'm not even going to pretend that this is like first-time commentary. I can't remember which one those summoned. But now I'm just getting them on the map so I can come back later and say I searched every square. Oh, there's something on this one. Deadly Swarm, which I already bought. It's a druid spell. Which I need to put on my druid. Even though I already have it. I wish it just improved like the damage or the level of it, but unfortunately, no. None of that. Moving on to the next area. Got more spiders to deal with. And more skeletons to search. Actually, those are beetles. Okay. Not bad. Just making sure I got everything on my map. I'm like, I should go after those later. But maybe after I clear some monsters. That much will be good. On towards this one, just because it looks like a dead end. We'll go ahead and bust it open. Bam! Get 2 thrones! A majestic seat of honor sits upon a marble dais. The floor around Lord Magic's throne is almost knee-deep in water. I am Lord Magic. This is my clue. Subtract the gongs, then multiply by 52. Lord Magic waves and swirls his hands with dizzying speed and accuracy, producing a tiny dragon that floats down the corridor to the right. Prestidigitation is a handicraft for sorcerers. I can teach you for 500 gems. Will you pay? And I quickly look up Prestidigitation. It's used by arcane casters, and it gives you 2 more spell points per level. So I will need to come up with 500 gold for my sorcerer and my druid at this point. I want to pay, but I don't believe I have it. So I'll have to come back. Yep, not enough gems in the party. I'll have to remember that and come back. And this one is another throne. Lord Prayer sits on his throne, angrily swatting at tiny dragons buzzing around him. I am Lord Prayer. This is my clue. Multiply the number of gongs to make your answer true. And at this point, I can tell that there's going to be a math clue. A cleric's powers can be improved greatly through silent meditation. And this is basically the cleric version of the Prestidigitation. Gives you 2 spell points per level for spellcasting classes. So I need this for the druid, my cleric, and my paladin. I will come back when I get them. I think it's like, what, 500 each? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2,500 gems I gotta bring back here. And as I bust into this, there's a blue key. Seek the blue key and something. And all kinds of worms. Toxic worms. And at this point, I realize I might be in trouble. They poison, and I'm trying to melee them down, but they are not dying. At this point, I'm trying to figure out what will hit these. The problem, of course, is that there's very little feedback as to whether they get hit, aside from their health going down if you're near a breakpoint. So you can throw all kinds of things at these, and I'll go ahead and throw Cold Ray, because it looks like there's a couple ranks of these things. But they are hitting like trucks. I was not prepared for this. All of the spiders and beetles went down real easy, but these guys just wreck you. Everybody's poisoned, everybody's sick, and there's still rows and rows of these things. Just busting out the Cold Ray to take out entire columns of them. Not really useful, though. Like, they are going down, but they're going down slowly. Everybody's getting their butts kicked. Desperately at this point, trying to survive. Get my cleric back up. No, I'm out of spell points. That's something that needs to be fixed soon. Get another Cold Ray up. Just kind of damage them before they kill me. That's all I can do at this point. Got Cure Wounds up just to make sure I don't die. Get another Cold Ray. Alright, so they're starting to thin out finally. Will I be able to live? Or will they take me down before I run out of spell points? I realize now I've got very few spell points. Unfortunately, I can still Cure Wounds. Still Cure Wounds. And they are still up. I can't do Fireball. I can do Energy Blast. Yeah, they're both almost dead. Cold Ray. No, can I do Cold Ray? I could, but I gotta get my cleric up. And immediately back down again. Because that's how they roll. I'm wondering at this point if those 2 spots in the middle aren't like the front row. Because they do seem to be targeting those 2 more than most of the others. I'm curious about that. Maybe I should put people in the center that are tanks rather than the people I have there. I just assumed first was the tank and then it went all the way to the edge cases, but apparently not. I may have to try that in the future, just juggle them around a little bit. But I do live, yay. I need to get out of there before I can. Let me think about beaconing out, but I think I'm out of spell points, so... Yeah, you're not going to be able to do it. Maybe you can get Cure Wounds? Oh, here we go. Beacon out, only to realize I've got 1 spell point left. Oh no, I have to run. Yeah, I realize I'm kind of between a rock and a hard place. Let's get out of here. Head on back. And go to Wildebar and just heal up. Because it's just around the corner, thankfully. And once you've cleared an area in this game, they tend to stay clear. Unless they've got a bunch of spawning points, but I've cleared those out of this area. Off to the temple, wherever I left the temple. There we go, wrong turn. It's fine. It's fine. Here we go with the temple. Heal up everybody. Make sure I'm going to burn so much gold doing this, but that's something I'll have to get used to, or get used to. Yeah, basically. Everybody's healed, but I am not feeling good about my prospects for if there's more of those worms. So I've got to figure out whether we can train. I'm going back to the first town, or at least I'm trying to, because I realized that I gotta get some money out so I can try and train. But I have forgotten where the mirror is. I think it's in the north of town, but I have to check every corner first, because it's always in the last place you look. And this is where I'm realizing it's over here. Boop, going home. Back to Fountainhead, except I'm trying to remember why I came here. I think, yeah, I was going to go to the bank to pull out enough money to try to train. I've got 6,000. I will pull out 2,500. Oh, 2,500 gems for the skills. That's what I was pulling up. Now I remember. Going back to Wildebar. Try and get my people those much needed spell skills, as well as training. So Faith levels up. Bam. And Arcadius levels up. Nice. I'm beginning to realize that I'm probably not going to hit the insane levels that I did in Zine. I think this one only scales to around 20-ish, somewhere around there. Or it might go a little bit more, but I'm getting significantly into the game at this point, and I'm not yet even level 20. Let's go ahead and get our spells up. Get Wizard Eye as soon as I can find the thing. And oh no, I forgot to rest! But fortunately, you can rest in the dungeon. May not be the wisest thing, but you can. And now I'm back to where I had those thrones, just so I can get my spell point skills up. Get this guy first. We'll go ahead and boost our two our two arcane casters. Do the sorcerer. And yeah, her spell point max improved with the Prestidigitator. And now the druid. So the next one will be for the other two. Except I'm not sure that the druid spell points actually increased at that point. Alright. boosting up my spell points. Yeah, I think I wasted gems to get Arcadius' stuff. And onward to the rest of the dungeon. I'm gonna handle more skeletons. Looking for any scraps of anything useful. Beginning to wonder if this dungeon was worth anything except for the spell point stuff, but now there's these crystals that you touch and they boost your stats. And while there's a couple rounds of these crystals, I put all of them on my sorcerer because at this point my sorcerer needed stats. And these all boost mental stats. Problem is, I'm not sure which way to tell which stat they boost. So I'm sitting here debating in my mind who to throw it on. And it did boost her intelligence, I believe. Not 100%, but I think it did. There's ones that boost personality, ones that boost luck. But I did not figure out which way to tell which. I'm pretty sure that they're just color coded. I am Lord Word. This is my clue. Subtract my price, and you will be through. And at this point, I realize, oh, he teaches linguist, and I look up linguist, and it says simply that only one character needs it, and that it is used to understand the skulls on spikes. I have no idea where these skulls on spikes are at this point, so I figure, hey, it's only 50 gems. I'll get my knight to be a linguist just because I think it's funny. Then we continue onward. I am beginning to wonder if this place is worthwhile simply because there hasn't been a whole lot in the way of treasure. There's been a fair amount in stat boosting stuff so far, but that's about it. You know, warning about trolls, trapdoors in a dungeon I've already cleared. And I suppose these green sparks and such give you a hint as to which stat it will improve. Only one character can benefit from each one. I am Lord Endurance. This is my clue. Count 3 thrones and add that too. And I'm definitely understanding there's some sort of math puzzle. I am resolved to just look it up at this point because I am not in the mood to do much in the way of puzzles. And math puzzles, even though I can do them, I really don't feel like spending 20 minutes running from throne to throne figuring this stuff out. So yeah, I'm just going to look it up when the time comes. And I'm sorry, but no. No, I'm not going to sit here and do math. At least not if I don't have to. That's coming from somebody that loves math. I've just had a rough week, so... Rough week on a rough month. Yeah, that's what happens when you got elderly folks that are getting on in years and begin to have health problems. It's just real stressful. Here we are, taking down the dino beetles. That's what they are. Alright, time to refresh everything. Looks like I've got some people poisoned. So, at least something poisoned. Nothing on the skeletons again. Or did that clear? I guess I misread that. I thought that the cleric was poisoned. I could be wrong. There's another gong. I am not ringing any more gongs. At a later date, if I need the experience, I can come back and just bang all the gongs and see if it summons any insects, but that's about it. Just getting everything on my map, checking out all the skeletons. I have a cavern I need to open up. Except I've already been in that one. Yeah, what am I looking for now? I've been to those. Oh yes, I never finished clearing this cavern. Let me do it. And there's just a ton of these crystals in here. That one's a luck crystal. And there's something, another luck crystal. And there's something behind this one. And what's on there? Another spell scroll. Enchant an item. Time to give it to the sorcerer. I know there's a way to randomize the stuff. Another sorcerer stat boost. What do we get this time? Or should I give it to someone else? Okay, that one was for accuracy. Really didn't need it, but that's all right. For, I guess, charisma or personality or something. To solve my riddle, best you must visit all of the lords and such and such. As soon as I see that you have to look at them in order, and you have to look at whether they're prime or not, yeah, screw that. I'll come back when I'm ready to look it up. I'll hit all of the thrones first, just so we're not like completely metagaming it. But yeah, I'm not doing a math puzzle. Not that I couldn't. I just don't feel like spending 20 minutes running from throne to throne writing shit down. Here we go. Back out. We got half a dungeon to clear. A little bit over half a dungeon. Pardon me. Did I leave a space up there? Yeah, I left a space. I gotta go back and get on my map. Just cuz. That's where we just go on these uneven caverns that make it hard to map. Well, not hard to map, just a pain if you want to get every little square. And here we go. More spiders. Go on, just step into the firing line. Thank you very much. Don't want to melee these guys. Go and take them out. There's no need to melee them. Oh, man. This dungeon, though. It is, except for those worms, like the worms are an order of magnitude harder than the rest of everything else in the dungeon. Everything else just folds instantly, and those worms, oh, they're tough, they hit like trucks, and I think they're poisonous. So it's the worst of all everything. See what's in here. We're going to get another throne, maybe some more crystals. The shrine that was once filled this room was moved to the land of the gargoyles. And we got another toxic worm, but only one, it looks like. Might be another one in there, but here we go. One at a time. Yeah, they're sitting there poisoning me. They're hitting rough. They're just completely wrecking people. Time to try something. Maybe Deadly Swarm? Try it. Alright, that did turn it red. So yeah, that went down. But now there's another one. I should have healed up. And my cleric's KO'd. Time to try and get Energy Blast on this. Deadly Swarm. Energy Blast. Come on. Take it down. Wait, I've got plenty of... What am I looking for? Oh, I'm trying to get my cleric up. I should have just smote it with another Deadly Swarm. Come on. There we go. Gotta get everybody back up. So I can explore the room. Another crystal. What do we got this time? Alright, that's intelligence. Finally boosting my sorcerer's stats up to something solid. Oh, what's behind there? Another spell skeleton? Half for me. That's a cleric spell that heals a character completely, but then does half the damage to the caster. So it can be situationally very useful. Gotta be very careful not to just ruin myself on it, though. I do have to look it up, so there is that. Yeah, I'll read it. I'll put it on my cleric. Don't know if I'll ever cast it, but at least it's there. And just checking out this throne. there is Lord Luck. I am Lord Luck. This is my clue. Add Lord Might's number, then multiply by 2. And that was super simple, so... Try to heal up a little bit. Maybe do a little bit of nothing. I think at this point I'm looking to cure poison. Yeah, there we go. Get the poison off, everybody. And we can move on to the next goal. Which is more bugs, apparently. Come on. Let's take them down one at a time, I guess. I like how they do move into your line of sight if they're on the side. It's like programmed into their AI. They won't try and get around to your side. They do try to get in front of you. They go down quick and they drop gems, so, I mean, there could be worse things to do. More skeletons full of nothing! Oh, this one has something. Recharge item! Nice! So I can use it to recharge some of those items which I almost never use. In fact, I don't think I've ever used more than 1 or 2 in this game. Might not have even used that. I need to. I've got some items of power cure and stuff. It's one of those instances where I'm saving them for emergencies, and the emergencies just are too quick for me to actually bother with them. That's one of the issues I have with this game. I love the combat system. I love the layout and stuff, such, but the tiers of creatures are such that most monsters that you encounter, if you can't just steamroller over them, very little is going to change in terms of using items. There's maybe 1 or 2 boss fights where that's not the case, but everything else is like you find a creature that you can't take yet you're just not going to be able to take it. More skeletons with nothing on them. Well, let's take these spiders down. Not much of this cavern to go, although I did miss a little thing down back there that I'm going to have to go search in a moment. I'm hoping to get all the way around, but it looks like there's something to the southwest as well. So I am going to have to go back before I forget. Take these spiders down. And there's another little side passage I can bash in. Let's do that. But first, let's get the other one, right? No, there we go. This is not the way to the yellow key. And this is where I realize that there's a couple keys in this dungeon. For ones that I haven't unlocked yet. My intelligence is way up. It's up to 43, I believe. So that's definitely going to give me some more spell points over time. Like, my sorcerer had very little in the way of intelligence. I am Lord Speed. This is my clue. Subtract 499 is all you must do. Great. It's like not even a good math. It's not even like a clever math puzzle. It's just arithmetic into a random number. Fiery Flail, which I thought was a druid spell or a wizard spell, but it's actually a cleric spell, which I should have known because it is a flail. There you go. Cleric knows it. Brother Zeta, finally, quite a journey you must have made to end up before me, but be assured it has not been in vain, for my brother has told me what you seek, and I have the answer. When the year wears long, in its 99th day, will the portal created by Black Wind release something. I hope this will serve you well, but I trust you now to leave, for there is much that occupies my mind. That is the clue to get to the final area, I believe, or one of the clues that you need. So there, we finally finished the brother list. He does not send you off to another one. That much is good. Another toxic worm! Oh no! And my people are already damaged and low on health. And poisoned in some instances. Just gonna try and keep people alive. Although I should just take them out. Let's get Deadly Swarm. Come on, Deadly Swarm. Ah, I keep misclicking. There you go. Energy Blast and Deadly Swarm, and just tanking that massive damage these things do. And they do it to multiple people, too. Sometimes they hit one, sometimes they hit two or three. Let's get ourselves back up. Bust out a cure. Yeah, nature's cure. Get cure poison on everybody. We got our key, a blue unholy key, which can open up another dungeon. Got another charisma boost or whatever, personality boost. Lord Accuracy. I am Lord Accuracy. This is my clue. At half the number, there could be a V, which I think is like 4, because there could be 8. So there you go. Still got a little bit more of this dungeon to go. Fortunately, it's coming towards the end. And continuing onward. Saving the game, because I haven't saved in a while. A lesson which I should learn at this point, but I don't. Foreshadowing. Skeletons. More empty skeletons. But I am getting it on the map, at least. This time is another spell? Nope, this time the Yellow Fortress key. So we got 2 keys, can open 2 more dungeons. Awesome. Please tell me I'm getting towards the end of this dungeon, though. Oh, we had to actually melee that one, because I didn't see him until I ran up on him. Come on, we gotta get this bug at range. Another skeleton. And there's the entrance. So we've been all the way around. Now we can get into that last throne. Or oh no, there's a toxic worm, which I did not see because this is right near the entrance. I did not open it. And at this point, my cleric's already KO'd. See if I can even survive this one. Get Deadly Swarm on it. Try and take it down before it takes me down. Not a good combination. Although it is already in the red. Oh, I run out of spell points. That's not good. And we did live, but most of our people are down. Gonna rest, and then cure the poisons. Get our massive spells up. 176 spell points. That is a massive improvement on Ophelia. Up from what, like 80? Something like that? 90? So yeah, now Ophelia can actually cast spells. Some more intelligence. And what's on this throne? Come on. I see it. This throne is empty. That's interesting. Well, 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 we continuing onward? Gotta figure out where I gotta go, which it's just to the cavern north of me. It's just to the cavern north of me. Let's do it. What was I doing? And I messed up this recording. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to fix that again. And at this point, I think I actually got a phone call right there, which is why that was on the screen so long. I don't know how long it's going to be on this, because I just record over myself. We're getting back to this last throne. Alright. Solve my riddle, and I have to look it up. I got the answer, and I look up the number. And after looking up the number, I realized that it is not only a very random number, gives you 1,000,000 experience, and offers you the chance to restore all of those stat boosting crystal for 5,000 gems. This could be very useful later on, but not right now. And that was just an awful math quest. I looked it up. You could easily do it, but it's a lot of operations in basic arithmetic for very little gain. And we just need to get out of here, heal everybody up, and then settle in for the next time. And at this point, I'm still wondering what the hell I'm going to do next in the world. Spells are wearing off. That's okay. I'm in town. Let's see if anybody qualifies for a level up. Because it's right here. The battlements. Yeah, Grim qualifies for level up. And 2 level ups, actually. Charity for 1 level up. Scorn for 1 level up. Faith for a level up. Arcadius for a level up. And Ophelia for a level up, although she runs out of gold. I gotta go arrange some things. So let's go sell some of the gear that I got. And then maybe hit up the bank. Well, I'm in the wrong place. Let's turn the corner and actually go handle some of the stuff that I have. I haven't looked at my inventory for a while. Only to realize that there's a lot of stuff like Sacred Silver Skulls that I could turn in for experience and monetary reward. A bunch of ancient artifacts I could possibly turn in too, which is going to be something for next time. But for now, we're just going to look for stuff to sell. Realize I don't have that much to sell because there wasn't actually that many items in that particular thing. There's a couple of them, like I can sell some of these objects, like these invocable objects that I don't use that much. That's not really giving me the massive amount I need, so I'm going to have to take some money out the bank. Especially since I need to fix up some gear, too. It's unfortunate, but I'll have to do it. Let's see if we can't do that real quick. I can sell that holy box, but I don't know what that actually does. Kind of afraid to sell anything that I don't know what it does. The box of pain I'm never going to use. Everything else is just stuff I need to turn in. Maybe grab some money from the bank, come back here. Do we got time to do that, or am I going to wander off and do it next time? I think I got time. It's like a little under a minute in runtime left on this, so we go back home and grab some stuff from the bank so I can go train. Oh, banking hours. Go figure. There you go. Withdraw a little bit of money, just enough to get trained and fixed up. With $1 million in the bank, I'm pretty sure that just drawing out 10,000 or something counts as taking it off of the interest, so that's good. That's good. And then run back, see if I can't do it before I have to wrap up. If I can remember where the damn mirror is. Alright, back to Freeman. And at this point, I'd like to apologize again for the post-game commentary. This is what happens when you have a game with a single save slot and a buggy computer and a lot of stress. So, hey, at least I got something out. We're going to go ahead and do the other 2, and hopefully I'll be able to finish them up tonight and get these up for people to view pretty soon. But here we go. Gonna fix some things. Just repair whatever is broken. And then wrap it up pretty much right around here. Next time we'll figure out what to do with those skulls and other talismans just to go ahead and get them out of my inventory. But for now, I'm going to go ahead and start wrapping up. This has been the RPG Crawler with Might and Magic 3. Until next time, take care and goodbye. And if you are still watching, I would like to take the opportunity to thank my supporters, the top tiers of which are listed on the screen, without whose support I would not have been able to offer the variety of content that I have on this channel throughout the years. If you're feeling particularly generous and would like to join them, you can support the channel. There are a variety of options to do so. I have a Patreon, a Subscribe Star, as well as channel memberships enabled. If you are not in a position to contribute, simply leaving a like, a comment, or sharing my videos are all wonderful ways to help the channel grow without spending a dime, and are all greatly appreciated.